I'm here at International Quilt Market with Sharon of Rose of Sharon. That's what we talked about last time. I think last market, isn't it?
It is, Jody, yes.
Sharon Pederson, and today you have something very different.
Very different from Rose of Sharon. A few years ago, I wrote a book about sashiko, sensational sashiko. And at the time, I couldn't find a cotton thread that was a heavy enough weight to give the impact that you want if you're doing sashiko by machine.
Oh.
So I was thrilled to death when I discovered that Aurifil thread has 12 weight cotton.
Yummy, yummy.
In 252 colors, right? So the hard part was I had to choose only 12.
Oh, okay, for your collection.
Exactly. My collection could only have 12, not all 252.
Yeah.
So I chose the traditional white, off-white, beige, and gray. But then I thought, come on, let's have some fun. So you can see these gorgeous colors, and this little sampler that I made for Alex so he could hang it in the booth, I used one color in each of the blocks. So I have this yummy turquoise.
It's beautiful.
Isn't that lovely? Okay. And I decided that it would be fun to have one variegated. So I used the variegated in this corner and setting triangles. So there's a variegated fabric and a variegated thread, which I think is really fun.
It is, and when I looked at the collection and saw that in there, I went, huh?
Yeah.
But I understand now exactly what it's for.
Well, on this,
it makes sense.
On this, I mean, you get these wonderful plays of, dark against light, and then two mediums that just kind of disappear, right?
Yep. And then it's perfect for a border because it sets it off as different from the rest of the quilt.
I think so. I was pleased with the results.
Very smart.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. So the way I achieved the look of sashiko, because of course it's supposed to be done by hand, right? But I don't do anything by hand.
We love our sewing machines.
We do, exactly. So to achieve the look of an individual stitch, what you do is you thread on your needle the heavyweight 12 weight thread, and a 116 top stitching needle.
Oh.
Big. It's got to be big.
To get that thread through.
Exactly. And so what we want to see is an individual stitch. So what I do is I put a medium weight navy blue thread in the bobbin.
Oh.
So the heavyweight stuff pulls the medium up to the top.
Ah.
Okay, so your high school home ec teacher would fail you for this, right?
Right, your tension's all wrong.
Exactly. Tension is bad. But that's what you see. A little bit of navy blue
just
in
a
between.
Teeny bit.
So it separates the stitch, makes it look a little bit more like it was done by hand.
What is that, the 40 or the 50?
This is the 40.
Okay.
Okay, because the 50 is a bit too fine and it just isn't strong enough, okay?
To pull that.
To pull it up, yeah. So the 40 works perfectly. So a navy blue if you're working on a navy blue background, but of course if you're working on a light background, then you put a light thread in the bobbin, just the reverse, right?
Yep.
But you can see individual stitches, and of course that's the beauty of sashiko.
Exactly, that's what makes it so beautiful.
So I find the stitching, now that I have the perfect thread, it's the easy part, right? To get what you want on your block, you probably will want to have a stencil. And this is available from my website.
Oh, great. That makes life much easier.
It is. Well, and then they're exactly the same every time. I mean, you can trace your own, of course, but hey, why not?
This is much easier. I think you do a much better job of getting it correct when you have a stencil.
A stencil helps. It does indeed. So what we're doing here is trying to make it easy for people to achieve a look that's a little more modern, I guess. Okay, can I say that?
That's right.
Okay.
And we get to use the delicious threads.
Okay. Who isn't going to fall in love with this?
Absolutely. Everybody does. Everybody loves Aurifil thread.
I do. I do. Yes, for sure. So, sashiko by machine with Aurifil thread.
Go have fun. Thanks, Sharon.
Thanks, Jody.
I love it.
Yeah, so do I.
It's great.
So do I.